I'm back. Good evening, everybody. How are you today? Today is my super chilled out type of day. I just played games. You know, it's like a rest day, but I'm still gonna work out. Still gonna work out. Um, and I did a lot of like online stuff. Like planning my annual leave because I have 2 weeks of annual leave, and like we were going back and forth about like going Ireland. Hi Prasad, how are you today? Hi Chad, how are you? And like I was thinking about maybe I should go to Dubai, whatever. But it's like I'm itching. I need to go see something, a different place, and also I've been actually. I think I actually particularly made this annual leave for us to go to Ireland actually to see my granddad. But I think because I originally we planned to do it with my brother, and then he's got the little baby, and the baby is like not probably good to travel yet, and she doesn't have a passport yet, so it's not they're not gonna make it for this time. And so at first I was like, oh, maybe we're not gonna do it, but then I decided, you know what, maybe I should go just myself, like at least start that. Yeah, I've spoken to her. She's like excited. She's like, oh, and then I looked around the place. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful place. I've been looking, like searching. It's so exciting for me. Like, one of the things that give me like joy in my life is like when you're planning for going away somewhere or like planning to go to a new place that you've never been before. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting for me because I look, I search about the place, what's happening around, what can you see around, and then you see all these places that look so beautiful, like and hey Leshy, good evening. Hi Cece Jose, welcome back. Hi John Anthony. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments. Hello, wonderful Christine. Hey Leshy, how are you today? Hello Tin, long time no see, dear. I used to be Mr. Propagorgia. I remember you. You're one of the first people who gave me super chat. I remember you. Why did you change your name? And John F7 after that. Lots of name changes. Oh, you know what? I remember. You know what? Because I did like my 2025, end of the year, like in January. I did my end of the year, like, the 2025 funniest, 2025 richest. So I put like, the people who gave, super chats, and I remember you were one of them. I think, if I remember correctly, I think so. How are you? How have you been? Where have you been? What have you been up to? Hi, Cecilia. I feel like you're gently hinting at me without saying anything directly. What am I hinting at you? Hey, I'm sorry. If I offended you on your post about the cake comment. No, no, I wasn't offended, Chad. What did I say? Sometimes you know what, I'm so forgetful. Most of the time, most of the time I don't even remember what I'm talking about. But I don't feel anything. Like I don't remember getting offended by anything you said, Chad. Hi Nitish, how are you today? Thank you for not being mean to me. Thank you for your mercy. What did I do? What did you do? What did you do? Hi Tins from my hi unexpected John. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. There's a lot of beautiful places like to explore there. I'm so super excited. But hey, wait a minute. I think somebody is from Ireland here. I'm pretty sure. If I see him, I will know he's from Ireland. I mean, if I see his name, not his face, like if I see his name on the chat, I will know who's the one from Ireland. Thank you for now. Like then, thank you, Jeet, for the like. You said nothing, lol. That's what it was made me feel like I offended you. Huh? Did I not respond? But I liked the comment. Did I like the comment? The only hint that I got, like maybe I'm not so sure if this is to be liked or not. If I don't like it, if I don't do anything in the comment, like, maybe I'll respond, but I won't like the comment. But just because I'm not so sure, like, I don't know how I feel about that. So if I did like the comment, then I think I did not get offended by it. I am well, just trying to be one up on life before. Oh, but I'm proud of you. It's been quite a while now. Yeah, it's been such a long time. Mr. Propagorjo. So, what does that mean? Like one up on life. What do you mean by that? Hi, Harry Potter. How are you today? Oh, and you know what I've discovered? They did a lot of Game of Thrones sets there. And I loved the Game of Thrones. Hold on a minute. Let me read your comments. Hi, Ian Gentoy. Do you have pretty feet? Hi, nice Chris. How are you, Miss World? Hi, Omar. I'm good. How are you today? Hi, Ian Gentoy. The only comments you don't like is the ones that you don't like. Yes. Yes, exactly, Benny. I love how you get me. Like you really get me. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and comment. Thank you so much, Superman, for promoting my channel. Hi, Abdullah Emran. Please give my flying kiss. I'm very handsome. I love how he's so super confident. You know what? That's a good thing, actually. That's a good thing. At least you appreciate, you appreciate yourself. Most of the time, we don't appreciate ourselves, right? At least appreciates himself. Hi, VRW Lex. Madam, today I used hypnotherapy. Oh, I know, Jit. You always tell me the exact same thing. Red Hornet, you're back here today. We know how sensitive they can be. No worries. How are you, Red Hornet? Good. What about you? How are you doing? I'm good, Benny. The beautiful Christine is online. Thank you for being here, Benny. Are you in Ireland? I'm going there next week. Unexpected, John. I'm going there on Monday. I'm gonna be there like just for 5 days. I'm gonna visit my granddad and like explore the place at the same time. It looks so beautiful. I wonder if there's anything that you need to try. Like food. What? Like, is there anything I need to try while I'm there? Um, and then I just searched about it, and Northern Ireland is part of the UK, and there's a Republic of Ireland, which is its own sovereign, like its own place, like separate. And they use euro in the Republic of Ireland, and we use pounds. I mean, they use pounds in Northern Ireland. There you go. Interesting. I'm just trying to get. Oh, I've seen that one. Okay. I'm back at the bottom of the comments, and I see the unexpected John saying white and black pudding. You should try this. Tins. White and black pudding. Okay, from that comment, I'm gonna read going up to catch up with the comments that I missed. Chris, long time no see. How have you been? Hi, you've been missing my lives. Okay. What I need to know, what is white? I know black pudding. What is white pudding? Black pudding is like blood, right? Um, wow, that's gonna be so fun. I bet. Yeah, I'm so excited. I haven't traveled in a long time. Like, cause I was trying to focus on my driving, and then I promised myself that I'm not gonna go out of the country. And actually, I actually said that I need to explore the UK a little bit more. So I guess this is my way of exploring the UK. And then after that, I'm gonna go to Cambridge, and explore it properly. Because the only times that I went there was like, to help my brother out while he was like he just had his baby, and then just visit them a little bit, or like during occasions. But never really gone out there just to like explore the place properly. So I guess it's a good idea to do that like while somebody actually lives there, while my family member actually lives there, and I could stay there for a long time. you know I think that's a good idea. And then so I guess, yeah, I could use the 2 weeks to explore a little bit more of the UK. um yeah, and then hopefully I bloody finish that bloody driving in May. Oh, the thing in your chat doesn't get too many nasty comments. That's not many trolls. Oh, and the thing is your chat. Oh, you think so, Benny? That's not true though. Sometimes I get trolls. But I guess you know what? Because you're there. Like most of you guys are already there. And the thing is, I think what I've noticed, every time somebody trolls, you guys kind of come to my rescue. And then like um I think that kind of ward them away a little bit more, like it kind of makes it scary for them. Maybe, and then they kind of remember, I think, who they control or not. Um, yeah, I don't know. I love your videos. Hey, Rosie Smith, thank you for watching my videos. What's your favorite video? Which videos are you watching? Hi, Tamo Soba Soba. You look awesome. Where are you from? Northeast India. Nice to meet you, Tamsus. I live in North London. I grew up in the Philippines and I'm half Filipino, half British. Hi, Alex Reese. How are you today? Hey, Manju. Welcome back. I'm sorry I'm delayed with my comments, but I see. Hi, Irv P78, Mr. 313, and I see you, and I see Kilvish. Hey, Kilvish, you're back. Hi, Selenophile. I see you all. Okay, I see you all, but I need to go back up to the comments up there because I missed a bunch of comments that I don't want to miss. Okay. Hi, VR. Oh, I see no one. You didn't like the comment I said, finally, Teens is showing the people what they want cake pics. No, I didn't see that one. Maybe I didn't see it yet. Did you didn't like the comment? Maybe I didn't see it, Chad. Sometimes there are comments that I don't see. But I'm annoyed when I don't see the comments. Hi, Rosie Smith. You're beautiful. Thank you so much, Rowie Sharma. I'm glad you think so. Hi, Alex Reese. Hi, Motocross. I know what you're trying to do. Somebody's done that to me before. What's good? How are you, Motocross? PK. You're so cute. Thank you so much, Ian Hentai. I'm glad you think so. Where are you from, Mistress? Hi, Roy Charma. Did you hear when I said where I'm from? Hi, Alex Reese. Hi, Rosie Smith. I mean, sometimes you will get some of those nasty comments. However, this is the internet. Yeah, yeah. Like you will get a lot of different types of people. But you know why? Because the people who keep coming back are the people who kind of I get along with. You know, you guys, you know who you are. You keep coming back, and so like I guess it kind of builds like a sort of community. Like we know that we get along. Does that make sense? And so like I know that you're not gonna do like nasty comments, or most of you won't shout me out. Hi, Alex Reese. Asian girls are pretty fit. Really? Do you think so? How come? How do you know that? Huh? Ian Hentoy. How many feet are you looking at? Hi, Alex Reese. To myself, one up on life means being able to do all the things I want to do because you won't. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's do that. Let's do that, Jan Anthony. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good like when like we enjoy the ups and downs, because sometimes you feel a bit up, and then you feel like, oh, you know what? I feel a bit richer nowadays, and then you kind of buy a little bit more expensive stuff during that time. And then later on, like you'll have something will happen. Life is unpredictable. Like there will be, I think, for everybody, no matter how rich or poor you are, no matter what your status is in life, you will have an ups and downs. Like you will have times when you're like, oh, I can spend so much, and then you will have times when you're like, shh, I need to be really careful. Did anyone say that you look like tomato? Why was I red? Shout me out. Hi, Alex Reese. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Try to be tired, to be honest. I'm planning to purchase a French rugby shirt for Rugby Day in 2 weeks. Oh, cool. Interesting. Are you going to go and watch it in real life? You look awesome. Where are you from? From North. Oh, I seen that one. Okay. The thing is, oh, I see that one. Wow, that's gonna be so fun. I bet. White and black pudding. Okay. Yes, Chris, I'm here. Hi, we miss you. I miss you too. Hi, Kilvish. Hello, remember me? I do remember you, Kilvish. Actually, I do. Oh, miss me. How crazy. Hi, Guy. Hi, Sammy. I'm good. How are you today? Please tell us about your day at the hospital. Any weird incident? Oh, in the hospital. Yesterday when I was working, um, uh, what did we do? Oh, we did a total knee replacement, a total hip replacement, ACL reconstruction. That's what we did. Nothing particularly. Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly interesting. Like it's just a normal day. Oh, there was a student. I mean, a work experience student. Like sometimes we do get that. We ask consent from the patients, like if they're happy for some work experience people to come and see what's happening, and it's always interesting to see from their point of view. Because when you're used to doing the same job over and over again, like you don't remember what it's like from an outsider. And so when when you talk to these work experience students, it's interesting to see what's on their mind. And they ask me questions like, "Do you like your job?" And she's like so surprised when I say, "Yeah, I like my job." She's like so surprised, "Huh? Really?" Because it's so gory, right? Right? Like, because you're always seeing blood and everything. Anyway, let me read your comments. Let me see at the bottom, and I see John Anthony saying, "Yes, there was a time when I ate pasta 6 nights a week, so I know what you mean. You live up to your means." I see that. And then, hi Yayin, hi Sebian, hi Laziness, hi Kids Property, hi Arthur Royal, hi Lucas de la Australia from Argentina, nice to meet you. Hi Romano Bruce Vlogs from the Netherlands, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming to my live stream. Okay. Yeah, yesterday there wasn't anything weird, Benny. Also, in that comment on the post, I had a question. I think may have broken a toe that was in my big toe. I was wondering if anything could be done for it. Oh, you should get it seen, Chad. So that like the experts will be the one to make a decision, Chad. Although I have a colleague who just recently actually broke her toe. She just recently came back to work as well. Apparently, because I asked her, did you need surgery for that or what? But apparently, they just had to splint the two toes together. But each case will be different, so don't expect that that's going to be the same for you. I'm just telling you from her experience. So they just have to kind of twin the two toes together, like to use one toe as a splint for the other, to keep it straight. And then it kind of heals like that. But you have it seen, Chad, because you don't want it to like heal like in a wonky kind of direction. I don't know if that's gonna affect how you walk or move, or isn't it painful? Would it be really painful? It's similar to black pudding and taste and flavor without the pig's blood. Oh, why is that an Irish thing? But we get that here too. Why is it special in Ireland? Have a cup of kisses. Thank you, Mr. 313. Hello. Hi, Slinophile. Interesting. Maybe there was a missing number there, Slinophile. Glad you're back. Didn't miss you. I am just waiting for you because I know you will be back because you promised us. Aww, Kivish. Thank you for coming and waiting. Watching Mods, you should start learning Tagalog na. Hi, hi Arthur Royal and Kids Property. Did anyone ever compliment you as a mermaid? Maybe, maybe. Why? Did you see my mermaid video? If you want to see my mermaid video, search Tin Spence Mermaid. You have take some pics for. Thank you for sharing the experience. You're welcome, Chad. Hi, Cloud Stems. Are you Indian girl? No, this is Ike. I'm half Filipino, half English. Hi, Alpha Wolf. Welcome back. How are you today? Hey, Cooper. You're here. Hi, beautiful tins. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm on a chilled out day today. 6 nights a week sounds great, John. Yes, there was. Oh yeah, I know, right? But do you really, really love pasta, John Anthony? Put your hair back. It looks messy. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Sebian. Your country. Yeah, Yin. I live in North London. I grew up in the Philippines and I'm half Filipino, half English. Good excuse. Though, even though you went back 2 days later and seen someone else, thought I offended you. I was scared. No, no, Chad. I will tell you straight. Like, I'm not. I'm not going to like. Mm, not let you know. Like like if I feel like, oh, that's terrible, maybe I will tell you. Unless, but I don't think there's anything that would be offensive there. You didn't say anything offensive. Can spell. Oh yes, of course. I'm gonna show you around when I get there, Chad. Like hopefully I'll have good internet. Hopefully. Yeah, I think I should have good internet there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. And then I'll show you around. Yeah, I'm excited. How are you, my dear? Hi, Rajan Joshi. I'm good. How are you today? Super, super chilled out today for me. I'm a Scottish and Irish item placed on an Irish. It's a Scottish and Irish item placed on an Irish full breakfast. Okay. You have both black and egg pudding, both of them in one meal. Interesting. Sausages, bacon, and eggs. Okay, interesting. And so you mean I have to try it the Irish way because they do it both in one meal. Interesting. Hi, Ellie May Maylis. Okay, I will try it. Hi, it's Sean. It's so hard to offend you. Hmm? Is it? I'm pretty sure I've been offended a few times. Just heard an Irish accent. Hmm? I don't even know what an Irish accent is meant to sound like. Oh, I actually I'm lying. I do because I have an Irish friend. I have an Irish colleague. Hi, Ratikan. Hi, what part of Ireland are you going? Hi, nobody, VM. So it's a small village, like 2 hours away from, like between Belfast and Dublin. Um, why? Have you got any recommendations? Nobody. Mind blowing. What is mind blowing, Shad? Hi, Sandeep. How are you today? Are you in Ireland? Nobody. You're part Irish too, if your granddad. But I heard it. Oh, no. I think my granddad is actually part Welsh. I don't know. I don't think we had any Irish blood. I'm not sure. But mm, but I just know that he likes Ireland very much and he wants to live there. But that's why he lives there. Hi, Rick Vegas. Looking into your eyes makes me feel like headed. I hope that's a good thing. Vicky Vegas, do a dance. Our fun. I don't normally dance here. Hi, old dark edits. How are you today? I am half a Kilvish. Where are you from? Old dark edits. I live in North London. I grew up in the Philippines and I'm half Filipino, half English. What's about you? Where are you from? Don't forget to tell him I'm your new fiance. Hi, Alone Boy. How are you today? Have to meet one day. Should go to the meet and greet. Oh, I'm from India. Nice to meet you. All dark Eddie's from India. Peach. Hi. I have a question. What is it? Christine. Katie. I love you so much, my heart. Thank you for all the love. What's the question, Kelvish? What's your age? 40. What about you? What's your age? Hey, teens, I really love you for who you are. Oh, thank you so much, Chad. I really appreciate that. 14 or 40? 40. Everyone says that. You know, somebody came to my live stream, Old Dark Edits, and then they were like, I hope you're not underage. And I'm like, well, that makes me happy, right? Because who wants to feel old, right? Like, I want to feel young. So, like, makes me happy. And then I was like, I'm 40. And then he was like, I'm out. He thought I said 14. 18? Really? Okay. Well, I'm still happy that you think that it could either be 14 or 40. Hi, Suhail Mera. I love you and whoa, whoa! I thought he was being sweet. It's like so full on, and he specified everything. You're so beautiful inside and it reflects on the outside. Oh, Chad Wallace, thank you for so much being so appreciative of me. How are you today anyway? What's happening? How's your mom? I'm 18. Oh, okay. My son is 18, all dark edits. What are you doing like now? Like, what's your plan for the future? What do you have plans? Like, when I was 18, you know what? I don't have a clue what I really wanted. It's true. No, actually, I was already doing nursing. But I wasn't that, like my whole life is planned kind. I wasn't like that. And I was like partying almost every weekend. Yeah. What are you doing now that you're 18? Hi Efwin. Just 1 hour I would be happy, guy. Hi Ian. I am 21 years old. After getting out of many toxic relationships, I don't want to marry. I just want to live alone. Kilvish, you know what? Hi, Minase. How are you today? Um, basically, and I see. Hi, Minase from Greece. Okay, I see you. I see you, but I have to go up and answer the comment up there. Hi, Irene. Um, so Kilvish, you know what? I have been there, done that. Mm, like I've already been married and everything, and like there was a time in my life that I actually felt like can't be bothered, but I think that's your signal for yourself, like you not being interested right now. Like it doesn't mean that you're definitely forever and ever not gonna be interested, because actually right now I'm starting to feel like, you know what, I'm feeling interested. And you know what's funny, when my Irish friend, my Irish colleague that I used to work with, I don't work with him anymore now, but he was a really good friend. He likes, all the same kind of humor. I guess some people do say that my humor is kind of like Irish, because Irish like that kind of humor. Anyway, um, he said to me, when I first felt that way, because people will ask you, especially because we've worked together for such a long time in that community. I've been there for like 8 years before I moved to a different hospital. And so like, you will end up being kind of like family somehow, and like you get into deeper kind of conversations, I guess. And they were like really curious, like, how come you're not going out with people, how come you're not? And at that time, yeah, I actually felt like, and when I told him that, what, I actually feel like I cannot be bothered, like, I can't think about that. Like, I feel like I just want to be single. I just want to, explore life, travel, whatever. And you know what he said to me? But he's a lot older, and he has a lot more experience with people, I guess. Like he's already seen a lot of people go through the same thing. And he said, "Oh, you know what? Actually, um, uh, that I think that will change someday." Actually said that. He was like, "I think that will change someday. I think a lot of people who has been through, like, especially a long-term relationship, you don't really feel like necessarily you want to jump into another relationship right away, and like there's a part of you that kind of feels like it's tiring, and then like, oh, can't be bothered, like you'll have to get to know somebody all over again, it's something like that. And so um, but I really enjoyed that, those times, Kilvish, like being by myself, traveling by myself. I really enjoyed that, and like I get to explore myself a lot, and like I realized how much of myself I don't know, and how much of myself, like, that I'm so distracted by all these other people, or like being in a relationship with somebody, or like in the past, my past relationship, being in a relationship with them, makes me think about them, like, oh, or like you try to not accept a part of yourself because it might not be what they like, or like you don't show that part of you or something like that, and so like you get to kind of avoid those parts of yourself and don't realize that you are like that, so like some of the things that you actually like, you don't remember, or like you don't even know what you actually like. How do you actually feel about this? Because you're just copying. Sometimes I notice that I'm just copying my partner, what music they like. Sometimes I'm just copying it, but it's not like, I guess sometimes you get influenced into it, like, you listen to it a few times and you're like, yeah, actually I like this, but there are times when you're not even sure what you like anymore, like when you've been with somebody, like, I don't know, it distracts you somehow. Anyway, for me, that break from not being with anybody helped me kind of actually be real to myself, and like be honest, and like um figure myself out more, like, because there's nobody to please, like nobody's gonna get disappointed if you're not a certain way. The only person I'm gonna argue with is myself. I get so good at arguing with myself. If I sleep on the couch, I'm the one who's gonna sleep on the couch when I have an argument with myself. Because I can't be bothered to go to bed, like that's the only reason. Anyway, what am I even talking about? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, Kilvish, enjoy it. Like we will have phases where we don't want to be in a relationship, and it's fine. Enjoy that single time. Um, excuse me. I don't think one is better than the other. Both experiences is nice. Like being in a relationship and then not being in a relationship. I mean, obviously you might have some bad experiences as well. So then, but I know some people who have really good relationships. Who and like I've been observing people, all this time because I've been like, I'm not sure, like, do I really want one? You have to figure that out as well, Kilvish. Like, if you really want one or not, don't try to push yourself just to be in a relationship just because, you know, people. One of the things that I experienced when I was in that mindset was people always seem to think that there's something wrong with you, like, um, because you're single. It's like they try to find a fault. Like it's as if you're single, like you're broken or something. Like there's like you are not like good enough to be liked by somebody or something like that. That seems like what people's thinking is like, and I didn't understand it. Like I was like, but why would I force myself? Like why would I force myself to be with somebody if I don't feel like it? So anyway, I think Kilvish, um, figure it out yourself. Whatever. I don't think there's anything wrong if you want to stay single. Anyway, there's so much population in the world. If you decide that you don't want kids, that's also okay. It's not like we have to procreate or multiply anymore. So anyway, but anyway, what I'm saying is, Kilvish, uh it might change. You might change your mind. You'll never know what will happen, but enjoy the peace. It's actually very peaceful. It's actually very peaceful, very quiet, very controlled. Um you don't have much arguments with yourself. And like when you go on holiday, you know that it's not, most of the time you're the one who's controlling the variables. Like there's not much variables to that. Like, am I gonna have an argument with somebody? Are they gonna not gonna like this? Like you don't have that issue. Like I don't know. So I remembered when I was single and I was thinking like, am I missing out on something? Like, because everyone seems to think that I'm missing out on something if I'm not with somebody. And then like I hear stories about people going on holiday and then she found out like her whole holiday was ruined because she found out that he was cheating on her or something like that. And then I was like, oh, at least when I go on holiday, you try to make you try to appreciate what the things that you have in your particular situation, right? Like, okay, so if you're married, you appreciate those things that you can find while you're married, and then, or like when you're a couple. But then obviously, if you're single, you have to find all the things that you can appreciate while you're being single, right? So then that's one of the things that I was thinking about. I was like, oh, this I won't have that problem. Like if I go on holiday, when I go on holiday, I'm not gonna like ruin my the rest of my holiday just because I found out that somebody is being unfaithful. Hi, Safik Futri. How are you today? Hi, Marty. Awesome accent. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Where are you from, Marty? Can you double tap, share, and subscribe? Thank you so much for promoting my channel, Benny. Hi, Mariang. Sorry, I've been talking on and on and on and on. Hi, Algecoin. Okay. Let me read the comments because I talk and talk and talk. Why is tomorrow a sad day for you, Old Dark Edits? Hi, Irene. I was like, I know, I keep saying that, don't I? Irene, I know. You know what? When I, when I edit the videos that I make, I noticed that was like, it annoys me so much. Like, and I have to take it out, I have to cut it off from the videos that I'm editing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times do I have to say that, like, I keep saying like, and then I keep saying that. Oh, so annoying. I'm annoyed with myself. The best one is a full English breakfast: bacon, egg, square sausage, and tatty scones. What is tatty scones? Is that Irish as well? You're sweet in my heart. You're sweet as honey. Thank you so much. But tomorrow, very sad day for me. Um. Oh, you know that I don't know what that is. Tati scones are made from mashed potatoes with butter and salt, whipped up into like potato pancake. So is it like hash brown? I want to become 3D animation professor for a movie and add some personality for our channel. Okay, and then what happened? Oh, Dark Edits, that's super cool. Go for it. Even if you fail, do it again. Or like try a different way. Hi, Sohail Meiral. How are you today? Hello, from Iran. We are fighting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sohail. Not so much. Maybe I'm behind on like well as well as the comments. I'm behind on like a lot of things. And flower is also added to it. You don't look like 40. Recheck our DOB. Thank you, all dark edits. But I it's the definition of madness. Arguing with yourself. I think everybody does that. Nobody. Just in your mind. I'm only joking, by the way. Hi, Al Gecko from New York City. Let's go. Hi, Mohammed Tangs. Being simple is like a disability. Being single. Oh yeah, that's true, Mariam. It's kind of like that. Like they think that I don't know, but the thing is most of them they're in a relationship, so I guess that's why they can't imagine it, and they're like probably happily in a relationship. Sometimes when you're not in that situation, you can't imagine it. Does that make sense? And I think most of the people who think that way are in that situation. Like let's say they've been happily married for such a long time and they can't imagine like not having somebody to help them do stuff, not having somebody to be with and to be company to them. Like they really cannot imagine it. I don't know. Mm, but like I tried to ask them as well, like what is your experience, and it seems like they're happy. Some of them are actually really happy. So then I was thinking that maybe you can be happy on either side. You can be happy single, you can be happy in a relationship. um as long as yeah, yeah. Guys, this chat room is in English. Oh, it's okay, Benny. That Google translates it now. I mean, YouTube translates it now. Can you double tap, share, and subscribe? Thank you for promoting. Hi, Martyr. Hi, Saprika Putri. Hey, since you make my day a little better. Oh, thank you so much, Shadow. Halas, I'm glad you think so. Your eyes are high. Amen. Because my last of school. Oh. Oh. It's okay, all dark edits. But obviously you're gonna miss your classmates. I always miss my classmates. Even when I'm older. I what I've been doing the past few years. I've been going to like where they are in like which country they are in now, because some of them are in like different countries. Sometimes I go to visit them and it's fun. And then what's interesting, the way you talk, like how the way you talk evolves, right? Like as you get older. But when I meet up with like my high school friends, the way I talk is like goes back to when I was in high school. How does that happen to you? It's like you go back to how they know you. It's so interesting. Like even the words that I don't say anymore, I say it while I'm around them. Too close to each other. My eyes are too close to each other. Because my lost of school. Are you wearing a brown? No. What does that have anything to do with you? Z-turd. Thank you, Kitty, for your opinion. What is you told is a fact and practical. It felt like I was explaining to myself the fact that is I lost the ability to trust people in terms of relationships. I wish I could discuss more. It's okay, Kilvish. You've been exposed to people who it's normal. It's normal for us to feel like protective ourselves. When you get exposed to people who take advantage of you, especially hi Ian Gentoy and just a dude. Nice to meet you, just a dude. Hi Alvin Vargis. I'm sorry, I'm reading all the comments, but I'm just trying to respond to the comments. Okay, I hear Sirens Day coming for you. Oh yeah, I heard that too. Wait. Okay, let me respond to Kilvish's comment. Okay. Because it seems like it's really deep. And when I was going through, what Kilvish I did when I was going through like a heartbreak, I watched all the um what was it? Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Actually helped me like get distracted, because you're so sad and lonely and whatever, and I watched all of it, and there's so many movies, and there's like 2 hours each. You'll never, you know you won't get like a time where like, oh, I don't know what to do now. No, by the time you finish all of it, it's like, you know what, yeah, it really helped me get over. It's so true. Like, what's next after this? I did it in chronological order. Anyway, and if that's not enough, go to the X-Men one as well. Oh yeah, I think the X-Men is part of it. I don't remember. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So basically, Kilvish, I think that it's normal for us people to like be kind of get traumatized, kind of, when you experience something like terrible. Like, let's say, when my daughter was young, there was a cat. Like, my brother had a cat, and we lived with my brother at the time. And then the cat would bring a mouse in, like, as a present for us. And the cat put it in my daughter's boots, school boots. So she went, like, imagine her putting her feet into the boots, feeling something soft in there. And then later on, find out that there's a mouse. It scarred her for life. She's always looked at the shoes, for the next few months or something. She would always look inside the shoes before she put her feet in there, because she felt so disgusted by that. She felt traumatized, kind of. And it can be like a small little, it can be a small thing, a big thing. No matter how big or small it is, you feel a bit traumatized, and then it's healthy for you, it's normal for people to try to protect yourself. You would keep looking at the shoe, like, oh, I have to make sure. Or sometimes some people will say that, I don't want to wear like boots anymore for some time. I'm just gonna be off boots for now. But it's a scary period, and it's your way of protecting yourself. So like, you're it's normal for you to feel that way. It's normal for you to like feel like, what, there's nobody to be trusted. But one of the things that I have learned, like, from observing people, you can do the same thing, because one of the things that I've done, like, while I was by myself, was observe people, how they are, what they are like, and whatever. Can you trust people? And one of the things that I realized is that people are different. There's a lot of different people out there. And the way that you are, like, yourself, right? Like, can you be trusted? Are you going to, um, are you going to cause harm to people? Are you going to, if you exist, right, and you are that kind of person, and you know that you can be trusted, you know that, you know that, you're you're not gonna harm people, you're not gonna do whatever. So therefore, there should be someone out there who will exist the same way, right? Like, there will also be somebody out there who will, who will actually care, you know who will. But there's so many different types of people, like, there will be people who will be, very generous. There will be people who are a bit more selfish. There will be people who will care more. There will be people who don't really care that much, but I don't know, like, what I'm trying to say is, just because you experience something terrible with somebody, it doesn't mean that all the other people are going to be the same, you know? So it's like, I guess you will have to figure out a way for yourself. Like, I mean, at the moment, you take a break, by all means, take a break. Um, but for me, what I've decided is that I have to figure out my own way of getting to know somebody, and figure out what are the traits, that I could trust. What will be my basis of trusting this person? What, like, I will have my own way of getting to know, a person, or like what their heart is like, or whatever. And maybe someday, Maybe you can't think about that right now. Yeah. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of different types of people. Some cannot be trusted, or like maybe they will take advantage of you, but some people are really good. There are a lot of good people out there. Don't lose hope, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Kind of like friends. And also sometimes people change. Sometimes people just don't know how to, like, they let's say somebody who steals right now, they don't care, right? Like, they don't see the value of it, or like why it's bad or whatever, and they just do it for fun. Some people do it for fun, and later on they realize, oh, actually I'm causing damage to people. Oh, I'm taking something that's not mine. And some people, they work hard for this, and then they start feeling guilty, and then as part of their personal growth, they change. Some people do that, like, it doesn't always mean that this person will stay this way. um and I'm not trying to tell you to, like, give people a chance or whatever, but I'm just saying, everything is, like, not set in stone, you know does that make sense? Anyway, let me see your comments now. I've been blah 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 for a long time. Hi, Chad Wallace. Thank you for telling us. I trust you now even more for admitting it. What? What are you talking about? Okay, I see that, and I see Asparu for real saying, "Wow, you're beautiful, 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 sweetheart." Thank you so much. I'm glad you think so. I'm gonna read going up. I lie sometimes. Hi, US. It's normal. I think a lot of people do lie, but I mean, um, how do you feel when you lie? If you feel like you're so guilty, like, probably people feel that way too. Like, they probably feel like, oh, I don't want to lie. Whatever. But how do you feel about that? Like, do you do you want that the person that you're with actually don't ever lie to you? Do you think that's possible? Or do you don't mind, like, oh, if it's something that it's not really that important? I don't know, some people don't mind, like, it's up to you. Like, what do you think? Sometimes people lie because they're scared, so I don't know. I like honesty, I would prefer that. But I think, in like, if I'm gonna be really honest, and like, if I'm going to base on probability, and like how you observe people around you, even children will lie, like, sometimes they even lie for no reason. Like, it's not even something that will harm you, sometimes they're just really embarrassed about something. Sometimes they just can't admit it right now, or like maybe they're trying to find a good opportunity to tell you something. But I don't think that it's like, for your entire lifetime, like, you think that, do you think, like, honestly, do you really think that it's possible that somebody is not gonna lie to you at all, even one word of lie, for the rest of your life? Like, how many years can you do it yourself? Those are the questions that you ask, like, for yourself. What do you want? Or are you putting out there some unrealistic expectations? you know your hair looks nice. Thank you so much, Rural Sheep. I'm glad you think so. Do you think so, US? Well, then, maybe. Actually, you know what, USOA, Devil Dog? Sometimes how we treat people is based on what we are. Sometimes when you cannot trust yourself, and you think that this is something that you might do, you actually project it to other people and think that they're doing that to you. Like, if you always have bad intentions, when you look at what other people are doing, sometimes you think like, oh, I know this is what they're up to, even though they're not. They actually have good intentions, they actually want something good for you, and then in your mind you're thinking like, how they doing that? They don't have, like, they're doing that because they want to harm me, but no, but even though they don't, um hey, like and sub if you enjoy watching the stream and have to catch the next live. Thank you so much, Chad Wallace, for promoting my channel. No, I don't know how to make them. Oh, okay. So, but they're not like hash brown. Hi, Tonya Batista. But you've had hash brown, right? Tins, can you tell us something that you feel may have traumatized you? I feel like that's way too personal. Yeah, I think it's like way too personal. I don't really want to talk about that. But I think whatever we have experienced in life, is like a part of our growth or learning journey. And we are all kind of learning as well, so like we are all developing, and sometimes we clash, when, let's say, what I haven't dealt with clashes with what you haven't dealt with, you know sometimes that's what happens. And we kind of unknowingly maybe cause trauma to each other, you know how could you not feel traumatized after? Oh, MG, I'm here now. Kilvish, I have assembled. Hi, Leonardo Lopardo. Avengers assemble. You are adorable. Thank you so much, Ian Gentoy. Hentai. Six. Hi, Z third K or a lust. What do you mean? Depends on who you're, who like the perception of the person. Z third. I really feel happy for being myself and doing whatever I can. Sometimes my friends push me to get into a relationship, but I just refuse. I'm just happy to get to know about myself. Yeah, go for it, Kilvish. Just enjoy it. Like, don't let other people push you into being in a relationship. I think the fact that you can't see yourself in it means that you're not even ready. So like pushing yourself into that will only probably, if you're not the one gonna get traumatized, is the other person. You'll probably end up hurting somebody. Um because why did you go into it? You know? I don't know how to explain. And then your heart is not gonna be in it. It's like your heart is not gonna be in it. I don't know how to explain that. You're very pretty. Thank you so much, Ian. I hear the sirens are coming for. I've seen that one. You're a doctor or nurse, beautiful and sound like a nice person. Hi, just a dude. 10 cows if you marry me. You're so super sweet. Aww. But what time I realized I can enter a new life after we've completed our school. Do you know how to make them unexpected? Have you ever had your feet kissed? I think so. I don't remember anymore. They're really nice. I always order them maintain and the square sausage and eggs. Hi, Albin Verghese. You behind from menu comments. I know I am behind from the comments. They sound better than hash browns to me. Okay, no, hash browns have onions and potatoes. Okay, right. I wish I could discuss more. Okay. Tim! Good evening, Tim. How are you? Hey, when do you go to Ireland again? When will we be taking a break? Why are you there? So I will be there next week from the 9th to the 13th. I'm gonna go visit my granddad. Hi, Oyen. Hi, Buddy Hunter. Okay, and I see that. I see that comment, and I'm gonna be going up so that I can see your comments. This chick thinks she knows stuff. Why won't I know stuff, Buddy Hunter? Why do you think that I don't know? I'm 40. I'm 40. I have two kids. My kids are 17 and 18. I've been a parent. I've been a professional for a long time. um Everyone knows something, Booty Hunter. I don't know why you're trying to put me down, or like why you're trying to say that I don't know anything. But I think, to be honest with you, I have respect for each person's perception. Even children, no matter how old they are, I think they have something to contribute. Or like, there's a perception that you can learn from their side of thinking, fresh ideas. If you close your mind like that and you always put other people down and think that you're so much better than everybody, um, you're gonna miss out on a lot of different perspectives and like the ability to think outside the box. Hi, K-Pot. How are you today? But anyway, I don't know what you're on about, Booty Hunter, and why you think that I don't know anything. Hi Oyen, how's the week been? It's been good. Just been working. Like I only worked 2 days this week, which is cool. They gave me annual leave for the second, so I'm working yesterday and tomorrow, and then I'm off. What about you, Tim? How's your week been? And just pretty calm. I'm just catching up on a lot of stuff at home. Yeah, that's it. Good night, beautiful humanitarian for you. So good. Thank you so much, Relay Nation. Hi, how are you today? I'm glad you brought this up because I have a bridge I want to sell you. What bridge? Since mine, if you could figure it out, would you understand the world? You intrigued me, Foxy Lady. What did I do? Good night, Leshy. Thank you so much for your speech, Kitty. I appreciate. Thank you. You're welcome. You learn to protect you more, even overprotective sometimes. I'm thinking once you've been hurt, to get more shields up. Yeah, exactly. That's it. And then you have to figure out a way of like, um, I guess how will you find like which ones won't hurt you or something like that? I got slapped by a girl, caught me, and later we became friends, and we. Oh, okay. How did you feel about that? Did you enjoy it then? US. Thank you for telling us. I trust you even more. Okay, I've seen that one. Hi, Asparu for real. Okay, I see that. Hi, young creator. Welcome back to Little Nightmares. Hi, young creator. Can you do your hair ponytail? Hi, Travis Lar. No, I'm gonna go soon. Oh, that's no good, Tim. Sadly, the teacher, he doesn't teach. Oh, but maybe that's his teaching way. Like, let you experience. Is he not allowing you to ask questions? Your face looks brighter. No, I didn't do anything, K-Pots. I wish I could cast you the role of Banda in my Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hi, Damir Vujovic. What do you use for skincare? Seems to work well. I didn't use anything different. It's still the same. Welding is excellent pay and always needed, but gotta be careful about the eyes over. I'm just sleeping better, Tim. Oh yeah, the eyes. I think, and also the hands. The hands are okay. Hi, Priyan. I've been learning welding. I remember you mentioned it, Tim. How long have you been doing it now, Tim? Does it not hurt your hand over time? Like, will you not be going live while you're there? I will be, yes. I wait for our comments. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm good. I'm just having a chilled out day today, and I'm going to Ireland next week. Hey, when you do, yes, there you go. When do you go to Ireland, and will you be taking a break? Why? Yeah, I'm off for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna go there on Monday, back on Friday, and then Saturday, we're going to Cambridge. So there you go. Cambridge until the 17th. And then back to reality. I mean, back home, prepare the house. My son is coming home soon. Yay! End of February. I have to make sure his bed and everything is ready. You're going to Ireland. Wow. Yeah, yeah, next week. It's so cheap right now. And I actually booked this annual leave thinking about that. Like not like my granddad, like to go and see him. Only 2 lessons so far. Oh, okay. How does it feel after? Hi, Akila Raj. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye, the unexpected John. Will you be my Valentine tin? Hi, Aspar. I guess I can go live on Valentine's. Yeah. I think cat enter your room. No, that's my daughter. She's making something. She has become so healthy now, Tim. Like, you know how I always make breakfast, right? So, recently she's been into like really healthy stuff. Like she's been going to the gym and whatever, and she's been learning about nutrition and stuff like that. And my way has become like obsolete now for her generation because she's like a more evolved nutrition, you know, um, version now. She was making like what was that pancake that you were making?
Protein pancake.
What did you put in it?
Yogurt, oats, eggs.
Yeah, there you go. So yogurt, oats, eggs,
Banana.
whatever, banana. Like my pancake is not that healthy. I put extra milk in my pancake, like to give it a bit of protein boost, and also it has milk powder. But her version is so much like more. But it's like I saw her one day in the morning making pancakes before her school, and I was like, oh, and like every time she doesn't she doesn't think like her cooking is so much healthier than mine now, something like that. So, but I miss the times like and I think sometimes she feels bad when like she has like I will do everything like because she's already 17. So she's been doing a lot of stuff actually. Like, and anyway, when I cook something, it's like she doesn't eat it anymore because she will make her healthier version. So I feel like I miss the times when we kind of have breakfast together. I will make everyone pancakes and we'll all eat breakfast. But then she would always be like, no, I'll make my own breakfast. And she's been making herself like eggs and whatever, and that her healthy pancakes and other stuff. But it's okay. I mean, I'm proud of her because at least I know that she will live. Like, look, she's cooking right now. Anyway, I gotta go. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Um, I'll see you guys. Remember how we always have to cook? Remember? Remember over the years, I don't even have to do anything anymore now. And I have so much stuff that I have made. Maybe it's not healthy enough for her standards. Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you guys on where am I gonna see you again? Wait, what am I doing? Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday. Uh what time? You give me a suggestion of what time you want me to go live on Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna go back up and read the comments. Hi Ricardo Gutierrez. How are you today? Hi, how are you today? Hi Carter 3I. Hi Gabriel Zimmerman. I remember you. Okay. Hi Gordon Pryor. Hi Raghav. I have to go up because I missed some comments. Hi Akhil. Red Hornet. I got a glimpse of it. Okay. Welcome back. Oh, it's okay. My eyes are already getting worse as I'm getting older. Ah, actually, that I can't argue with that. Because like it's a perfect time to do things that might ruin your eyes because it's already getting ruined. Oh my goodness, Tim. What do I do? Has she caught up to today's chat yet? Almost, Tins lol. What is going around you? So much noise. My daughter is cooking. Crankers really chap my. What does that mean? And think cat enter your room. Will you be my Valentine's? Or see no one. Hi Akil Akil. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye, unexpected John. Good night, Akil Akil. Only 2 lessons so far. You are going to Ireland. Wow, yeah. Are going to visit the portal so you can wave to the people in the Philippines. What's portal? What portal?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
In BGC in central London, it's like a portal. And when you stand in front of it, the people in Philippines can. It's like a big circle. When you stand in front of it, the people in Philippines can see you and you can see them. If you stand in front of it at the same time. Does that make sense?
But where is it?
In London, central London.
Is it? Ooh, maybe. Tim. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Raghav. Hi, Gordon Pryor. I'm glad you think so. No, not obsolete. I like the way you do things. Is she becoming a bodybuilder? No, like she just, I don't know, she's just into that right now. But I'm happy about it, because it's like, you see, she's becoming so super independent. Yeah. I was like, especially when I saw her making the pancakes in the morning. It's like I see myself, but I'm seeing like a more evolved version because she's making like a healthier version of it. Do you remember how I used to always make pancakes in the morning? Well, that's my favorite snack. What a sparrow pancakes. I know you're from the Philippines, but you look European like Caucasian. No offense. It's okay, Gabrielle Zimmer. I understand. I am half English. I'm half Filipino, half English. Hi, Cartia from California. Nice to meet you. Kitty, what is it, Kilvish? What's the question? Let her cook from now on. No, no. I will still cook. There's still a part of me that feels guilty. Why? I don't know why. I feel like, but she's old enough. I still want to like feel that I'm a mom, cooking. It's fine. We can take turns. That's good. It gives you less work. Yeah, I know. I think she's trying to give me less work, to be honest. I think she's been trying to give me less work because, like, how sometimes when I'm off, it's like, alone. When they were younger, I always like try to be like if they have school, I still want to wake up, and then I still want to have breakfast with them, because in my mind I'm like, oh, you know what, on the work days I'm so busy, I don't even get to have breakfast with them. Like I make them breakfast and then I leave for work, right? And then I don't even get to have breakfast with them because I'm always like rushing. And then now there are times that I feel that way, like, oh, what would you like for breakfast, what, and she would be like, I'll make it. Like I'm not a child, she would tell me. So I think she's trying to let me sleep in. It's so cute though. Bye, lovely lady. Bye, Chad. It's good because you are always so busy. I know, Tim. I know. Hello, beautiful lady. Hi, Ricardo Gutierrez. Take care. Enjoy Ireland. Thank you so much, Tim. Next week. I'll see you before I go there anyway. Like, I'm gonna be back on Saturday because I'm waiting for a parcel. 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. GMT on Saturday. Hi, Shafin Reza. I'm good. How are you today? Just super chilled out today. What about you? Hi, Arunama. Hey, Tintin. Hey, Awesome Yash. Welcome back. How are you today? At work now at Southwest. I remember you, Ricardo Gutierrez. Hi, Thunderjaw. Good evening. What did you do to your skin? It's glowing like Korean glass skin. Everyone is saying that. I think it's just the lighting. I didn't do anything different. Is it glowing? Are you seeing something different from what I see? Because I don't see glowing in my screen. Is YouTube glowing me up on your screen? What is the most attractive cars a man can drive? Hi, Iram Aguilar. I'm the worst person to ask. I am not very good with cars. I'm terrible with cars. So like, yeah, I won't have a clue. So drive what you want to drive. Nice wig. Hi, OZ Net. Katie, can a morally positive lie be justified over a truth that results in harm? What's your opinion? um, Kill Vish. Wait, are you said your way of trying to make me say? You know that I'm gonna end up talking a lot. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Buddha. Hi, Shafin Rizal, UFC fighter. Oh my gosh. I don't know UFC. I used to know WWF. I used to like Tatanka. My brother used to like Bret Hart. You're in Ireland. Hi, Floka. No, I'm gonna go there on Monday. Parker M. Oh my gosh, why am I so delayed with the comments? Okay. Wait, before I answer your question, Kilvish, let me catch up with the comments. You should go from Earl's Court on Saturday. Eat tender, juicy hot dog. You're great at saying hi. I agree. 6 p.m. please. I can make. Yes, I will. At 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Let's make it official. Saturday, 6 p.m. You look beautiful today. Thank you so much, Arunama. How are you doing, Tins? I'm good. Parker M. What are you up to today? Just chilled out day for me today. Well, if I'm going to need glasses, I might as well make it worthwhile. Learn welding at the same time. They have a portal in Dublin. In Dublin as well. Carmela said in central London. So it's in Dublin, Carmela. Apparently it's in London. Hi, Ange. Maybe there's one in each city. Airport. I love your accent. It's so soothing. Oh, thank you so much, Valerie. I'm glad you think so. Hi, Thunderjaw. How's your day? Yes, we'll do 6 p.m. on Saturday, Chad. Katie. Oh, I've seen that one. Okay. What's your usual diet plan? Me? So I like to have a lot of variety in my diet. So like I would eat everything. I'm bisexual. And then I sorry, I'm being a little bit naughty. I eat everything, right? Like I want to have like I feel like anyway, I know it for a fact, that you can't find all the nutrients in one particular food. Like,
Can
hi
you blend
Steven.
something? Can I blend?
Hi Jibru. Oh, you're gonna blend? Wait, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay, so basically, wait, Steven. Wait, I'm just telling you something. So basically, I believe that, bloody hell, I'm gonna end up talking so much. I believe that, I know for a fact that you can't have all the nutrients from one food, right? So like, I think if you, and it's true, the more variety of food you eat, the more likely you will get all the nutrients. So I like to have, I follow the eat well plate. I follow that. This is the amount of carbohydrates you're meant to have. This is the amount of protein you're meant to have. Something like that. Kind of. But it's too much for me to like measure it and weigh it and everything. Although some people do that, and that's fine. That's probably better. Um, but for me, because I eat a wide variety, although some of them might have less protein per serving, or like more or less, this matchbox is different from like beans or whatever. But in general, like if I have all this variety, if I have all that variety that I have, um and mix and match them all the time, then I know that I'm gonna get all the nutrients, like, or most of the nutrients that I need. Um, like, but like I will have the exact. I aim. Sometimes I don't, but I try. I aim that. How much carbs I have will be the amount of protein I have and the amount of vegetables and fruits that I have per meal. Until I get full. That's what I do. And I try to pay attention to when I am actually full, because sometimes I'm so greedy, like I overeat, and that's when I gain weight. So that's what I do. I drink plenty of water. Like most of my fluids will be coming from water. So like maybe I will just have coffee in the morning, just that one cup that I do, that I make in the morning. Yeah. So that's basically it. um like I don't really eat that much sweets, very random. Like I will have always ice cream in my fridge. I always have chocolates in my cupboards, but it's not like I'm gonna feel like eating them every day, because I will always have a good meal. Like I will always try to aim for a good meal, and I would have meals like 3 times a day, sometimes four. Anyway, that's what I do. Anything else I need to add to that? Yeah, so basically, my carbohydrates will be a big range. I will eat rice, I will eat bread, I will eat potatoes, corn, um, what else? Anything, anything, whatever variety. And then for my protein, I will have fish, seafood, beans, cheese, dairy products, meat, chicken, lamb, everything. I will eat all of that. um and then for fruit and veg is the same. I will eat all the whole big range of fruit and veg. There, I don't really particularly say no, to like any of them. So um I and as well as the good stuff, you get bad stuff as well from the food, you know. So let's say even if it's seafood, you can't have it all the time. You might have, there's high doses of lead. Is that right? I'm not sure. I just know that there's something that's, for everything that you eat, there will always be something that's bad if you get too much of it. So then for me, spreading it out and having all this variety helps me um have only like a little bit at a time of whatever is bad in them. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's how I do it. Anyway. Okay, let me read your comments. Um Do you do blood work yearly, like regular health checks? Okay, hold on. Ah, let me read your comment. Seafood can be contaminated with heavy metals such as mercury. Yes, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Thunderjaw. Like not, you can't have too much. Too much of something. Hi, Manash Mashrong. Okay. Hi, Atul Banjo. Okay. Anyway, what was the question? Hi, bye. Cooking is a survival skill. We should all learn how to cook, so no need to feel bad about it. Thank you, G bro. Thank you for that. Okay, I still haven't answered the lie question. Oh, already leaving. I'm on late. Sorry. Not yet, almost, but I'm still trying to catch up. Your accent is so confusing. It sounds Irish, then it sounds Indian. Really? But I'm half Filipino, half English. Yay, your skin is glowing. Thank you, man. You're glowing. Thank you. Do you? She took secret trip to Korea this week. No, I didn't. I didn't even start using. My auntie gave me that eye bag thing. I haven't even tried it yet. I hope I didn't miss any comments. I think so. I think I'm catching up. You are a pure-hearted person and your nature is reflecting on your skin. Thunderjaw, you are so sweet. Thank you, Thunderjaw. Maybe it's just the lighting. Now that I have a different lighting, you're gonna be like, oh, she's right. No, ask her lots of car and flag question. No! No to flags and cars. I'm terrible with them. Hi, Shigo MFG. Where are you from? Hi, goddamn Chandra. I live in North London. I grew up in the Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half British. What's your usual diet plan? Okay, I've seen that one. No, I don't think they have a portal in London yet. Oh, okay. So it's in Dublin. Maybe she thought it's in London, but it's in Dublin. Just trying to do some investing. Have a pretty bad week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Just normal week for me. Yeah, feels like I can talk to you endlessly and on to one. That's why some deep questions. Sorry for keep you talking. It's okay, Gilvish. I mean, I like that you're actually involved, and you're actually the conversation that you're giving is actually worthwhile. Like there are people who don't really care that much, like you will have people who come in and say something like you know what I mean. You know what I mean, like not really involved. Does that make sense? At least you're actually involved. Did you go to eat that samosa? Yes, of course. What oh, not yet. Which samosa are we talking about? Hi, Steven from Vienna, Austria. Nice to meet you. Caught in 4K. Lovely. Hi, Arunma. What smoothie is she making? I don't know. Shall I ask her? I really want to know where your accent is from. It sounds Indian and Irish at the same time. Valerie, I'm half Filipino, half English. I grew up in the Philippines and I live in London. I think you should read all comments in their linear order because some people are thinking it's pre-recorded and leaving the stream. I'm so sorry, Thunderjaw. I know, but I don't know how to like I sometimes that's why I go to the bottom so that to kind of show you that actually I'm right here. I see your comment because some of them just came. Hi, Ato Jan Bandu. Your comment is natural, effortless, and glowing. Feel it deep and more. Thank you so much, Keith Van. How have you been? Hi, Mashrong. In India, it's midnight. Bye, Ange. Do you do blood work yearly? I've seen that one. Okay. Hi, KT7. Hi, Josephine. Hi, Carlos Dane. Hi, Yankee Butia. Hi, Neville. Okay. Thunderjaw, I had a recent one, Thunderjaw, because like I had a scare last year and I think I had a high WBC at that time, so they had to repeat it. So I think my recent one is good. English with no, it's not Thunderjaw. I mean some of it could be, but um actually some of them can be really nice. Like I like the meat pies. Do you like meat pies? I like their meat pies. Thank you for the love, Neville. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much, Yankee Butia. Yeah, it will have laxative and clear if you eat too much. Really? You think so? No, I know. I think if when I eat too much, it's like you're just so uncomfortable, and I used to feel bad because I'm like, oh, just finish it because you don't want to waste it. But then I realized that what, it's not even good for you anyway. It's not healthy anymore. Um if you force yourself, you're uncomfortable and then you're making yourself gain weight at the same time. It's easier. Just keep it if you want. Keep it in the fridge if you feel bad to waste it. Hi, Josephine. Yeah, yeah, I got the kitty. I know what you mean. Do you believe in love at first sight and long distance relationship? Because I fell in love with you. Hi, Carlos Daniel Torres. Oh, nice to meet you, Carlos from Argentina. Hi, Katie7. Who is this? Diva. Hi, Sakshi. Anyway, um, Kilvish. Okay, going back to your question about lying, right? Um, I think you need like each situation, you need to assess it properly, whether or not, the decision for like what is your decision? Like, are you going to lie or not, whatever. But I think most of the time, um you will have that person that you could most of most of your secrets they can keep. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's what you mean, or um I don't know what, like, the background story of what you were asking, but just what helps me make a decision is like what will cause less harm. Sometimes, like those different questions, like what will cause less harm. Okay. Um what will benefit more people, um or at the same time, mm, but that's like what will be fair, I guess. I don't know how to explain it properly. But also, there's so many things to consider. What about their right to consent? It's like you can't lie to somebody about themselves. Anyway, each situation is different. You have to really think about it properly, and like, like, you cannot have a set answer, because like if I tell you right now, or this is the right thing to do, you might think of, oh, she said this is the right thing for a different situation. You know what I mean? So like you have to gauge that particular event, like whatever is special to that. You have to figure out what do you think is the best thing to do at that particular moment. Anyway, I gotta go. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys on Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT. Bye everyone. Hey, Dan from Mars. How are you today? It's Gandad. Okay, has he agreed to some? Yes, I'm coming. I'm going there. See you. Do you eat live or do you live to? Do you eat to live? Both, G bro. Do you eat to? I have to eat to live, right? Because nutrition, whatever. Oh, but sometimes, and also, this is also what I forgot to say. Part of having all that variety is not just like all the variety of food. For me, it's not just okay, you get a chance to have all the nutrients, or like a more chances of having a lot of wide range of nutrients that are out there, plus avoid having too much of one thing, that whatever is harmful in them is kind of dispersed, like spread out. Not only that, but oh, I love food. I love enjoying it. I love the variety. It's part of like what makes me happy. It's like if I'm at work, it's something that I look forward to, like for lunch, like what's for lunch, and it makes my day. It makes me feel happy. Even like if I'm out on holiday, trying new stuff, trying new cuisines, it's really interesting for me. Yeah. So the variety, like having all these different um types of meat, fish, whatever, that's part of what makes me happy. Trying, like having all that different things that I could try, all that different flavor. Oh my gosh, I think it makes my life happier. It gives me happier. It's true. It's part of what makes me happy. Like seriously, I think about it all the time. Like when I wake up in the morning, I think about what am I gonna have for breakfast. What am I gonna have for lunch? If I'm coming home from work, what am I making for dinner? That's already part of me. Like my personality. Anyway, yeah, let's read your comments. Is oh, I seen that one. Okay. Hi, Adam Kalenda. Okay, Katie, thank you for your attention. You're welcome, Kilvish. It's good. Banana is good. I had a banana this morning, actually, Darren Hawks. Ask him to plan his part. Plan his part. Yeah, but what does that mean? Where are you from? Ram, Han, I live in North London. I grew up in the Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. Not well on Kaka. Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a good rest of your day. See you on Saturday. Bye, Dan from Mars. Bye, Darren Hawks, Kilvish, Adam, G Bro, Sakshi, Katie, Carlos, Thunderjaw, Neville, Kilvish, Manash, Keith Van. I don't know who else is there. Tim, if you're still there, goodbye. I don't know who else is there. Bye bye.